Hello, Taurus. So we're just doing a little reading for you in the run-up to Valentine's Day to see what is going on. So we're going to take the Taurians who are in a relationship first. Oh, okay, good. First card out is the Magician. So it's definitely a lot of control there, a lot of manifesting, doing what it is that you want to do in your relationship to make sure you both get what you want out of it. Let's get some more cards out, please, for Taurus, for the Taurians who are in relationships. I feel like this always happens for you, Taurus. You always get a bit stubborn. Okay, we're going to cut and take the first 4 cards. Always makes me laugh how that works. When you start saying you're going to cut and take cards, suddenly the cards are like, no, I've got some. Okay, so your first card out is the Magician. So you're definitely feeling a lot of control about it. You're definitely feeling quite open to the possibilities, to seeing what's going on. Next couple of cards, so this is again for those of you in a relationship. So you've got the Star card, which is obviously the wish fulfillment, with the Ten of Swords. So I think this is about someone who has hurt you, has given you that Ten of Swords feeling. So I feel that maybe, you know, this is wish fulfillment, but it's also healing. So I think for some of you, the control that you're taking within your relationship is helping you to heal from past hurts. And I think, you know, that's a really important thing to do, because if you don't heal the pain and hurt from the previous relationship, it's very, very hard to move on and find something new. And I think with this pairing, it is that you've got a lot of anger and a lot of resentment issues to work through, but you are doing it. You know, you have got the Star card there, so you are working through what's going on. The next pairing up we've got is the Five of Cups with the Knight of Swords. So I feel again there's some disappointment there for you Taurians. You know, you've got, so with this view, you've got the two cups at the back, which are still upright, having a lovely time, but the focus is on these 3 that have fallen. And while you're focused on that, you can't really go forward and you can't really make any movement. And the Knight of Swords is coming in to remind you that actually refocus that, because perception is your reality. You know, like there's all that thing of going, you know, there's 3 versions of the truth. There's yours, there's mine, and there's the screenshot. And everyone will have their different opinion on how the situation has played out. But the Knight of Swords is there for clarity. You know, he charges through. He's a very determined card. And I think like if you look at these, so the 10 and the Knight, pretty close. They're both swords. So I think where the clarity for me in the relationship is, you know, if you need to deal with this past hurt, Taurians, because that's holding you back and it's keeping you in that disappointed state. And the healing is there, the wish fulfillment is there, but it's up to you to charge in and to take charge of that, which is what comes back to the Magician at the very beginning. So you've got the power to do it, you've got the energy to control it, you just need to make sure that you are clear on doing the healing yourself. Okay, so single Taurus. Let's see what's coming up for single Taurus. Okay, so you've got the Page of Pentacles, so you could be dealing with an earth sign. But for me, the Page of Pentacles as an overview is, obviously you're an earth sign as well, so it could be that you're dealing with another earth sign, it could be that you're dealing primarily with yourself. Actually, I want one more card. But I think the focus on that is that it's kind of myopic. It's kind of about like it's a reverse view. So the horn, the page has put his horn down. Like he's not making any communication. He's not making anything, not making himself known, not fighting, not, heralding the way for what's going on, what's coming forward. So for the singles, I feel like maybe you're taking a little bit of time out to refocus on you. And that's not a bad thing. I think, again, like we were saying with the relationship reading, doing the healing and focusing on yourself is really, really important, because that's what helps you get to the next level. It's what helps you level up to being the king and being, the emperor or the empress. However, as the story goes, you've also got the Four of Wands, so you could have a fire sign coming in the mix. But the Four of Wands to me is a really lovely card, because it's it is the community. It's about getting out there, doing what makes you happy. This was, I was a weekend read for weekend card for the collective this weekend. And it's about getting out there and doing what makes you happy. And if you might be feeling that you have spent a little bit too much time on yourself and on your own, and get back out, Taurus, because the more you get out and make yourself happy, the more people want to be around you, and the more things you find that make you happy, the more it's that law of attraction thing. Like when you're happy and you give out happiness, you get happiness back, and you people want to be around you, and by going out there and doing things, you know, finding hobbies, you know, maybe it's like a book club or, you know, anything, a dance class, could be anything, but you go and you meet like-minded people, which will help you. Because I think at the moment for the singles out there, we've also got the Four of Swords and Eight of Swords. So these are, you know, the Four of Swords for me is about taking a break from what's going on, and particularly in this deck, you know, outside that window there is a lot of, you know, there's fire, there's carnage going on, and I think for me that's very much about, you know, taking a break from the drama. So for some of you singles, you're focusing on yourself because you're taking a break from the drama. And that, again, like I say, none of this is bad news. This is all, you know, it's all what you need to do. But don't stay too long, because the longer you stay sitting out, you know, and this is obviously a 4 and a 4, so this is, the longer you stay away from the drama, the less likely you are to find that companionship and what you need to make you happy, to dance in the sunrise. You know, stay up until all night talking about things. You've also, so what's interesting, so you've got two wands and 2 swords here for the singles. So I would say fire sign or an air sign primarily. Now the King of Wands is in reverse at the moment. So it could be that you're dealing with a fire sign who has their back turned towards you, which is why you're turning your back on them. So maybe you've taken a bit of time out. Maybe you're taking a break from the action, which is why the horn is down, which is why you're focusing on you. Because you don't want to put the effort in. You just want to take that time out. You want to take the time out from the drama. You don't need the drama. But again, be careful how long you stay there, because you've also got the Eight of Swords, which is, you know, is feeling trapped mentally. Is not knowing which way is the best way to go, not knowing not being able to see anything, not being able to see the way clear to get yourself out of that. And your bottom of the deck here, singles, is the Five of Cups in reverse view. So again, it's not, you know, there's a disappointment there. The longer you stay in this mentality of not being able to see the wood for the trees and not being able to find your own way out of your own darkness and your own way out of disappointment and your own way out of hiding, it's only leading you to disappointment. You know, no one else is suffering from that, Taurus, it's only you. Okay, sorry that wasn't more upbeat. Any final advice for Taurus, both single and in relationships, please? Okay, so you got the Two of Wands. So the time is now to make a decision. It's coming up to Valentine's Day. If you like someone, tell them. If you want to, you know, reconnect with someone, do it, because it's time for you to make decisions. And the Five of Wands has also come out. The battling is there, and I think for me that's, you know, it's not a mental battle. You know, the Wands is all about the physicality and the physical realm and being really clear. But you see these guys are very clear about what it is that they're fighting. You know, neither of them are backing down. So I think the advice there is, and hooray, the card that was hidden behind the Two of Wands was the Emperor. So if you make that decision, look who's waiting. The Emperor. So I think that's all good. I hope you have a lovely Valentine's, Taurus, and I will see you soon.